Tonight, Florence's interim city manager and police chief are under fire, accused of being a part of the corruption issues that led to a mass resignation of the city council.
The government in Florence is on the brink of collapsing as 13 Investigates continues to uncover even more scandal in the small town. Chief investigative reporter Chelsea Brentzel has been investigating Florence's government since November. Chelsea is live with yet another major update.
Heather and Mallory, Florence residents are still receiving government services because the mayor is still in office and is able to help sign the checks. Meanwhile, former Florence Councilman Mike Vendetti and Alan Nisley have organized what they call a protest against corruption. The small, tight-knit community of Florence, Colorado is grappling with growing corruption. It wasn't until 13 Investigates got involved that the residents started to feel heard.
It's very refreshing to see our public servants finally held accountable for the corruption.
It got so bad in Florence that 6 council members resigned on Tuesday. Former Councilman Mike Vendetti says it's because the current city management didn't initially request an investigation into taxpayer money, as they were directed to do by the now former council.
Chief Prickett or the interim city manager took it upon themselves to just investigate one thing and not go into the other. And it's City Council has no authority to remove the police chief. None, because he works for the city manager. And we just felt so frustrated and so blocked by this, that the police chief is one of the roots of the problems that Florence is now encountering.
Do you think that this should be investigated by a third party? If those authorities could hear you and hear from you right now, what would you want them to know?
I want them to dig into the relationship with Mr. Piltengrud and the chief of police.
The people of Florence tell us they want accountability.
You know, people, they say I'm not going to do it. Well, I'm sorry. You're going to do it. Because you do things wrong, you're going to pay.
What do you think about the fact that a news agency had to come in to start looking into these issues for something to happen?
Well, it's shameful because this is a good old boy system down here, and that's what has happened here. Is the good old boys have controlled this, and they're getting busted now.
Current interim city manager Tom Piltensgrud and the police chief Shane Prickett have not responded to multiple questions asked by 13 Investigates today. The protest in Florence is on Saturday. It's scheduled from 9 to 4 and will be across the street from City Hall. Chelsea Brentzel, 13 Investigates.